last few weeks, I have been having a debate. This debate has been about a question that I've been trying to figure out the answer to, and I'm not sure I know the answer to that, hence why I'm making this video. I've been taking photos seriously now for just under a year and a half, and in that time, I have been sort of struggling with the idea of posting the very best images that I have. The first year, this was not that big of a struggle, because I wasn't getting images that were good that often, or at least that I thought were good. And over the last almost year and a half now, that's changed, and I come back with more keepers and less overall photos, which means I'm shooting less than I was before and I'm getting more keepers. And I haven't posted all of them onto Instagram, and Instagram is what I'm going to be mostly talking about right now. I'm also a daily user of Threads, and most recently the photo app, which I was able to get into the public beta for. And just a quick side note on that, the photo app is great. It is like the old days of Instagram. But as far as Instagram goes, I'm not posting the very best stuff that I have, and I post to Instagram once a day, and I still feel like I've got more photos that I want to hold on to and not post to Instagram than I have ever before right now. And that has sort of left me with the question of why. Why am I feeling this need to hold back my best stuff? Now, this is within my first 2 years of taking photos, so take this with a grain of salt. But what I have noticed thus far, and as I get better, that photo gets worse. Now, I can't speak to how I'm going to feel about that photo 10 years from now when the world that I took that photo in is no longer the same world that I'm existing in. But right now, the longer I hold on to a photo, the worse it gets, because my tastes are changing as a photographer, as well as my skills are improving, or at least that's the goal. So if my skills are improving, my tastes are changing, why am I holding on to this photo that I took 9 months ago that I think is really good, or at least I thought was really good at the time? Do I post this just to get it out into the world because I'm taking photos every single day anyway, and so what is the point of hanging on to a singular photo? On the other hand, content, quote unquote, I hate that fucking word, but content online is so disposable. A photo that I posted 3 weeks ago, nobody but me is going to remember that photo. So even 6 weeks from now, I may not feel the same way about it, and I may think it's shit. So wouldn't it be better for me to post that photo while I still enjoy it, instead of letting it spoil and having to wait 10 years? Nobody's going to remember you posted it to Instagram anyway.
It don't matter. None of this matters.
And I guess kind of the more questions that I asked about all of this, I started to wonder why I was asking all of these questions. The more I asked why, I think I realized subconsciously I had been thinking posting to Instagram or whatever is devaluing it in a way that would not be happening if it were going somewhere else. Well, that led to the question that is at the base of all of these encompassing questions, which is posting my photographs to social media devaluing them? And when I say that, what I do not mean is social media devaluing my photography because it puts me in territory that waters my work down and makes everybody else compare my work to everyone else's work. That's not what I mean. What I mean is it devaluing the photograph for me, the one who took the photo in the first place? And that's kind of the debate that I've been having, whether or not my best images belong on social media, or if I should hold them back for a greater purpose, i.e. a gallery or a book at some point, or a zine, or something along those lines. Because ultimately, those are my goals. And because that is one of my goals, I think that holding images back is a good idea, because I don't want all the best images I've ever taken on social media already and have nothing new to put up in a gallery, or whatever other opportunity could present itself further down the road. Now, that's not to say my photographs are even that good yet, or will ever be, but it's good to be thinking about stuff like this for when and if opportunities like this arise. You are prepared for it, and you have not wasted all of your stuff on social media. And when I say waste, all I mean by that is you've already let the public see it. When I'm talking about images spoiling, I'm really talking about images that are good enough to go on social media, but not good enough to go in a portfolio or on a wall. And it pays to have people around you that are going to tell you the honest to God truth, and to also have enough self-awareness to realize that all your work doesn't belong on someone's wall or in your portfolio. I think one of the best things that you can do to battle all of this is to just be a really, really good filter on not only what you choose to show to people in general, but what goes onto social media. So obviously, I'm not showing my best work that I've been holding back in this video. A couple photos here and there probably made it in here that have not made it over onto Instagram or anywhere else, but for the most part, I have a folder of my best work that I do not think should go onto social media. And so far, the answer I've come up with is post the stuff that's good, keep the stuff that's great, and then every now and then maybe give people a little peek on what you've been holding on to. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm really interested to see what anybody else has to say about this, especially from photographers that have been doing this for 10 plus years, because those are people that have been dealing with this for a long time. And I would love to hear what it's like to look back on work that's 10 plus years old, how you feel about releasing it, holding on to it, what are you holding on to it for? Let me in on what you're thinking about this, because this has just been something I've been sort of obsessing over lately, and I just had to make this video. I would love to hear your feedback on this. So if you like this, make sure you hit the like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. I want to make more videos like this. Regardless of how well this video does, I'm glad I made this. This is something that has been in my head, and I would love to make more videos like this where I'm just talking about the process of photography and less talk about gear and more talk about philosophy and contemplating and blah, 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 blah. You get what I'm saying. So thank you. If you got all the way to the end of this, I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time. Mike the Finder out. See ya.